What is this conflict about? What is all this about?
Well, to be honest, it's about land. This is the first point. When someone tries to rob something from you, you want to get it back. That's the point. This is when you get in a conflict. Because you took something from me by force, and the only way to get it back is force.
Hold on. And when you say land, you're talking about the lands of 48 or the lands of 67?
Well, to be more precise about it, all of it.
Okay. Is it about anything else but land, other than land?
Well, it's all about the land caused conflict, conflict caused hatred, hatred caused blood, and you can't get enough. When you are in this circle of blood and hatred and conflict, it's not going to end.
Okay, so now you said it yourself, the only way to get force, if somebody takes something by force, you have to get it back by force.
Yeah.
But isn't that just recreating more hate and conflict? And so shouldn't you find a different way?
Well, we've been trying to find that different way for like 70 years and it didn't work.
Well, neither did force. So
force is at least more fulfilling for your goals.
How is it fulfilling?
Yeah, at least you get something.
Like what?
Nothing.
Give me an example of using force and how it helped Palestinians.
Let's take it for example, Gaza. Yeah, they're still on apartheid. Okay, it's still shitty over there and they're still miserable, but at least they get some of the lands back and they still have dignity. Yeah, today Israeli forces, like let's go back to 2006. They came with the tanks, planes and everything and started going inside the Gaza land territory, suffocating people. They fought back, now they get their lands back. 1 equals 1. Force equals some dignity at least.
What is this conflict about?
عن شو الصراع اللي هلا داير قائم؟ الصراع اللي هلا
على مستوى ايش؟
On what level exactly?
I don't know how to answer that.
الصراع اللي هلا عم بيصير
عندنا هون ولا على مستوى؟
بفلسطين، على شو عم بيصير؟ بالبلد.
صراع موارد.
Resources.
Conflict. Occupation.
احتلال غير شرعي.
Illegal occupation.
بس هو.
That's it.
What are the resources?
ايش الموارد اللي عم بيصير الصراع عليها؟
أنا بحكي يعني بشكل عام على مستوى العالم يعني.
على مستوى العالم. On the level of the world, it's resources.
Are you talking about conflict in general, not just this conflict?
This conflict, it's illegal occupation. In general, it's resources.
Okay.
عن ايش الصراع؟
الصراع في الوقت الحالي
ما
بين الأحزاب والسياسات.
عفوا؟
الأحزاب السياسية.
Political parties.
Okay, between
بين مين ومين؟
فتح عند حماس.
Yeah.
Between فتح الحماس.
That's the biggest conflict?
هذا أكبر صراع قائم أو هذا أكبر نزاع عم بيصير؟
صحيح، لأنه اللي هو عدم وجود الوحدة.
Because there is no unity.
الفوضى.
And because there is
ما بين
chaos.
الشعب العربي نفسه. لم يكن هنالك وحدة.
Among the Arab people themselves.
إن لم تكن هنالك الوحدة فلا بد أن يكون إلا الصراع قائم.
If there is no unity, then the conflict will have to be going on. قائم عن شو؟ النزاع اللي عم يكسر.
على الأراضي الفلسطينية.
It's about Palestinian lands.
Okay. Is it about the 67 borders or the 48 borders? Does
هل
it matter?
النزاع عن الحدود مثلا 67 ولا هل النزاع عن حدود 48 ولا مش مهم؟
67 48 المراحل الثلاث يعني.
1967 and 1948 the 3 stages.
3 stages meaning of getting back Palestine. That's what she means?
الثلاث مراحل ايش يعني قصدك؟ يعني استرجاع فلسطين؟ Yes.
What are the 3 stages? I only said
ايش
2.
المراحل الثلاث؟ هو بيعرف او انا بعرف بس تنتين.
انه يعني القدس، احتلال القدس.
Jerusalem, the occupation of Jerusalem. تمام.
برأيك عن ايش هذا الصراع؟ فلسطين إسرائيل؟
يعني هو بالأصل بيقول عنه صراع سياسي، هو صفى صراع سياسي واقتصادي. بس هلا صفى صراع وجود يعني.
Political conflict, but now it's like existence conflict.
Wow, it's a conflict for existence. Does he think that Israel is trying to destroy his existence?
برأيك إنه إسرائيل عم تحاول إنه تلغي وجود؟
Nobody can destroy others. The other part. No any part can destroy the other.
Okay. So then why existence? Why? You said before existence. Why?
To exist with a piece of land which I can live with it. Why I can't live with peace and others they can live with peace? We are human beings. See? So everybody should stay and live in peace.
What is this conflict about?
Okay, people hate us today.
Really?
النزاع هذا القائم عن شو؟
النزاع القائم على الأرض.
Over land.
الإسرائيليين الصهاينة بيحكوا إنه هاي الأرض.
Israeli Zionists say that it is their land.
Yes, بيحكوا إنه هاي الأرض إلهم. بس هم اجوا استولوا عليها واخذوها.
But they came here and took over it and took it.
وقاعدين بيقتلوا وبشنعوا في طريقة القتل.
And they are killing and they are also killing in a very ugly way.
وبيعكسوا لبرا إنه إحنا المجرمين.
And the Israelis are reflecting an image that we are the ones who are the criminals, the Palestinians.
مع إنه إحنا سلاحنا عبارة عن حجر، يعني إحنا ما معنا هاي الأسلحة المتطورة.
Our weapons are only rocks. We don't have developed guns. وراما عن ايش النزاع بالك برأيك؟ Same thing.
احنا برضه نفس الشيء عن القتل على الأرض.
We are also fighting over the land. The land is ours, but they say it's theirs, the Israelis.
وعم بيشوهوا التاريخ بإنه.
And they are
manipulating
history or
manipulating history. Now, when they say the land, changing the history in a bad way. When they say the land, are they talking about 67 or 48? I have to ask.
لما تحكوا عن الأرض هلا عم تحكوا عن 67 ولا 48؟
48 طبعا.
بس 48 ولا برضه؟
48 كل فلسطين.
Of course, 48 and I said only 48 and no, she said both. الصراع القائم هلا أو الحرب اللي هلا دايرة عن شو أو شو موضوعها أو على إيش عم بيصير في نزاع؟
يعطيك العافية.
هذا
طبعا يعني النزاع اللي عم بصير انه يعني الاحتلال الاسرائيلي حاول تهجيره وتشريد المواطنين من داخل البلدة القديمة. رأيه الخاص انه هذا ضغط من الاحتلال الاسرائيلي.
What's happening is pressure from the Israeli occupation, displacing people.
Pressure to what?
يتم الاعتداء على الأطفال، على النساء، على الشيوخ.
Attacks are being against women, elderly and children.
طبعا هناك 3 وحدات من الجيش في هذه المنطقة، القفعاتي والجولاني وحرس الحدود.
And there are 3 different units of Israeli
القفعاتي والجولاني وحرس الحدود. طبعا
القفعاتي والجولاني and the border police.
Yes. طبعا برغم ان هناك انتشار الاعداد كبيره من الكاميرات على اسطح المنازل وفي ساحات الحرم الابراهيمي الشريف، الى انه بيتم الاعتداء على الاهالي او على الزوار اللي بيكونوا موجودين داخل المنطقه.
Despite the numerous cameras on people's buildings and on their roofs, there are still attacks by the Israelis against the Palestinians.
نحن نعاني من الاحتلال الاسرائيلي والضغط.
Suffering from the Israeli occupation.
ضغط الاحتلال الإسرائيلي على أبنائنا. هذا بولد انفجار. بولد العنف.
We are suffering from the attacks from the occupation against our families.
لا نستطيع التحرك في هذه المناطق بالمرة إلى أن الاحتلال الإسرائيلي حاول الضغط علينا.
Under stress, under so much pressure, and it's making us.
نحن سكان منطقة حارة جابر وحارة السلايمة.
We are the
حارة جابر والسلايمة.
We are the dwellers of the neighborhoods of السلايمة and جابر.
طبعا حطوا جدار علينا وأغلقوا بوابة. تفتح هذه البوابة الساعة.
They built a wall and they also erected a
يتم إغلاق هذه البوابة الساعة 10 في الليل.
And they closed it
يتم
at 10
فتح
p.m.
هذه البوابة الساعة 7 أو 8 صباحا بأمر من الاحتلال الإسرائيلي.
According to Israeli authority orders.
A wall where? Where were we talking about?
وين مبني الجدار؟
في الجدار هذا في حارة السلايمة وحارة غيث والسلايمة في طبعا بجوار الحرم الإبراهيمي الشريف.
Right next to the mosque.
Okay, and just to be fair to show, there's Jewish settlers live above here. This is in the old city of Hebron, which is pretty extreme. Jewish settlers live above. There's fencing to stop people from throwing trash down on people. Israelis doing that to Palestinians. What is this conflict about?
Which conflict? Israeli-Arab conflict?
Yes.
It's a historical conflict.
Hysterical?
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
It began since, you can say, since 1897.
Okay.
where there was a big conference for the Jews leaders, and they decided to that Palestine should be the homeland for all Jews around the world.
No, for the Jewish people.
For the Jewish people all over the world.
Yep.
So they collected them. They made their decision. And they worked on that so that they will finally occupy Palestine.
For what purpose? For what goal?
For, as I said to you, to collect Jews all over the world and to make them, to make a state for them. That was, excuse me, that was began in 1897, as I said, in a conference held in Switzerland, I think. And afterwards, in 1913, I think. 1917, at the period of Balfour, was the British.
But why? The question is, what is this about? What's going on here?
First of all, they want a place to live.
The Jews.
The Jews, a state for them to live.
Okay.
Who, in the same time, which this state is working for the favor of the West, Americans, Europeans, every Western country had the favor of establishing a Jewish. Actually, its name is the Zionist state in Palestine.
Okay, so do you call that a religious conflict?
No, not
a national conflict.
But the Israelis used that term, the religious thinking idea to occupy Palestine. It was not only religious; it is colonial. Sorry, it was a Zionistic idea at the beginning, and it was to get used of this region as much as they can.
To get as much of it.
As much
to
of
take
it.
as much of it. Okay.
Yes.
So it's about land. It's about nationality.
And to have also a base for America and Europe in the region.
Okay.
In the region. To have a country which is pro Americans way of thinking around. America wants to conquer, the capitalism wants to occupy all the world, either economically or physically on the ground, as they did in Iraq, in Libya, in all over the world.
Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Guys, I pay for these videos out of my own pocket with some help from you guys, so people who donate money. Please go into the description below, donate what you can. It'll help me get further and create more videos. Thanks.